Hello, everyone. Thank you that you joined my presentation during the summit. I'm sure that you have heard a lot of great presentations so far. Now it's time to share with you how we changed our cybersecurity awareness program at PepsiCo, how we transform it, how we improve it, and let's move on. Before I will bring you up to speed onto details, I would like to introduce myself. I joined PepsiCo 2 years ago. I am part of human risk management team. So we are responsible for educating employees about cyber security. Every day we try to arm our employees with the best tool to protect against cyber criminals. So this tool is knowledge about the attack, knowledge about the tactics that cyber criminals use and how to protect against those attacks. Previously, I worked in the biggest bank in Poland, PKO Bank Polski, where I created the whole program. It was called Cybersecurity Academy. This program concentrated on educating clients and employees about cybersecurity. And my background is quite interesting because I am a former journalist, and to be honest, this experience really helps me when it comes to explaining cybersecurity in a simple and understandable way. In my free time, I am a fan of soccer. I not only watch matches, but also play with my son, and I am an audiophile, so I can talk for hours about CD players, power cables, and so on. But I am sure you are not here to listen about streamers and amplifiers, but you want to know what we did and how we changed our awareness program at PepsiCo, and how Cybersecurity Awareness Month was a great opportunity to do this. So let's move on. Our first step was defining the goals, defining the challenges, problems that we struggle with. Because if you want to start changing your awareness program, you need to know what you want to change, what doesn't work in the way that you expected it to be. So we knew that we need more engagement, more engaging training, more engaging materials, that we want to catch employees' attention. Also, some of our employees didn't know where to look for cybersecurity materials. So they wanted to be secure, but they didn't know where are our communication channels, where they can find very valuable and helpful resources. So we had to resolve also this problem. We also struggle with the views of our articles. They weren't less, but they weren't on the level that we expected them to be. So we were looking for ways how to increase the number of views of our articles. And when we were defining these goals, these challenges, we have this thought: if we show our employees what interesting materials we prepare, where they can find it, they will be looking for these materials. So that was the first step: defining the goal, defining the problem and the challenges. And our goals and challenges somehow are connected with some education challenges in a global organization. I know that was mentioned before during the summit, but I have experience from the bank that is only in Poland, and I have experience from the global company. And to be honest, it's much more difficult to educate employees in the global organization. Why is that? I think the main reason is that in global organization, you have numerous communications, a lot of emails that you receive every day. There are some global emails, sector emails, regional emails. I mean, some country has their own emails, their own communication. There are many initiatives, global information, sector information. Some countries has their own initiatives. So that means that if you want, and of course everyone thinks that their communication, their initiatives are the most important. So if you want to educate employees, if you want to catch employees' attention, you need something unique, something special, something interesting. You have to stand out among other initiatives, among other communications. So that was also our challenge and our goal to show employees. So we defined the goals. We knew what are communication challenges. Then we have to concentrate when we want to start changing our awareness program. And I know there are some different approaches to Cybersecurity Awareness Month. In some companies, it is mandatory task to do. So everyone celebrates Cybersecurity Awareness Month, everyone prepares something. So we also prepare something, but we don't care about if those materials are interesting or not. In some organizations, they don't prepare anything special for the Cybersecurity Awareness Month. October is like every other month in the year. At PepsiCo, our employees know that every year we prepare something special for them. So we try to focus their attention. So it's opportunity for us as a human risk management team to shine, to show them, to educate our employees, to put emphasis on cybersecurity education. So when we were thinking about changing our awareness program, we decided that the Cybersecurity Awareness Month was a great moment to start. So as I mentioned, it was new opening for our education. During the Cybersecurity Awareness Month, we also prepared a special game for our employees because we wanted to follow some global trends. Gamification of education now is a global trend, so we wanted to create a game to catch our employees' attention. We also introduced a new character, and to be honest, we had the highest engagement ever. And no, it's not the end of my presentation. Now I'm gonna tell you how we did this. So first of all, when we were thinking about this game that we prepared for Cybersecurity Awareness Month, we wanted to put emphasis on the threats that our incident response team saw last year. So we talked to them and asked, hey, we are going to improve, to change our awareness program. We are preparing a special game for our employees. Tell us what are the biggest threats now. So of course it was phishing. Then we needed something that would tie all of this. So our goals, our communications, our challenges, something that will catch people's attention. And we came up with creating a character, Hacker Harry. This is this guy. We built a story around Hacker Harry. So he's a hacker. He knows what are cyber criminals' tactics, how they attack people, how you can protect against this attack. So creating a hacker, in our opinion, was the best idea. So we told employees that Hacker Harry joined PepsiCo to educate employees about cyber criminals' tactics. In global organization, you have to prepare something that is culturally neutral. So also his look had to be created that way. He also has two faces, and we created him because we have a special reason, because we wanted to emphasize that at first glance, cyber criminals are friendly. So they want to help you with some security issue. They inform you about the invoice that unpaid invoice. They inform you about the bank account that has been blocked, but their intention is malicious. So now that's why half of the face of Hacker Harry is friendly and the second half is devious, and he has this cyber looking, and you can look closer now on Hacker Harry and on his look. We also created his signature. You may be curious, okay, but what were the rules of the game that you prepared for our employees, and how those games help to improve your awareness program, I think the best person to tell you about the rules of the game is Hacker Harry itself.
I have set 4 traps for you. Each week, I will send one phishing email containing a scam you could be exposed to in your everyday life. Your goal is to recognize and report it using the Fish button. When you report one of my phishing emails, you will receive feedback with a link to an article to learn more about that particular tactic used by cybercriminals. In every article, I have hidden one special word. Your goal is to find all 4 words over the course of 4 weeks. Together, the words create a special message.
And employees had to send those messages to our spam box that we use to communicate with employees at PepsiCo. So to summarize, we decided to send 4 phishing simulations during October. It was the first time at PepsiCo history when we sent 4 phishing simulations. Why phishing? Because, as I mentioned before, we cooperated with incident response team, and we decided to educate users about phishing and different tactics that are used in phishing emails. That's why we had 4 topics: malicious link, malicious attachment, harvesting credentials, and urgent request. And every phishing simulation was adjusted to the topic of the article. So if when we sent in the first week phishing simulation that contained the malicious link, when our employees reported it using the report fish button, they received the link to the article about malicious link, and similar in week 2, week 3, and week 4. We also enabled those employees that fell in Hacker Harry traps to join the game. Especially for them, it was important, because when they weren't aware, when they couldn't recognize the phishing simulation, they should increase their knowledge about how to recognize those attacks and what can be the consequences of those attacks. And when we were creating this game for employees, it was interesting, it was immersive, it was fun, but by creating that game that specific way, we wanted to achieve some of the goals that I mentioned earlier. So we wanted to educate our employees about phishing and different tactics. We wanted to show them that the easiest way to report any suspicious email is using the report fish button, and that they should use this report fish button every time they receive any suspicious email. We wanted to promote cybersecurity articles. Here is short explanation. Normally, when our employees report phishing simulation, they receive a feedback, but this feedback doesn't contain the link. So for Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and because we wanted to promote our articles, we changed this feedback that employees received and added the link to the article. We also added this special link to our article to teachable moments, so it's information about some indicators of the phishing that user received after falling a victim of the phishing simulation. And we wrote those articles in a specific way. So as you could hear from Hacker Harry, we hid in every article one word, and that way we somehow forced our employees to read the whole article. So when they were reading the whole article, they also read about our additional resources, our communications channels that we wanted to promote. So that's why we decided to create that game that way, and that's why we decided to hide the word in the article. But to reach employees and to catch their attention, we also needed some promotion of the whole initiative. So we introduced the Hacker Harry in the September article. The article contained information about the rules of the game, and the video that you saw a few slides before was only a part. This video that we published was longer. We introduced Hacker Harry, we explained why he joined PepsiCo, why he looked that way, and we include other information how they can send out this phrase. We ask leaders for help with promoting the whole initiatives. That was a huge BISO engagement. So they shared across their sectors, in their newsletters, in their channels, these articles. So that way we could have as many employees participated in the game as possible. We use all our communication channels and we adjusted them to the game. So we published a graphic with Hacker Harry on our Yammer group. I know now it's Viva Engage, but last year it was Yammer. We published on our information security portal, our web portal, where employees can find information. We also prepared a special, created a special Hacker Harry profile on Yammer. We prepared Zoom backgrounds for each article, so everyone that participated in the game could add this Zoom background and help us promoting the whole campaign. Also, Hacker Harry became a security advocate, and we post information why he decided to become an advocate and why he joined PepsiCo, and also our security advocates help us promoting the game. I would like to tell you about a little bit more about the articles, but because as I mentioned at the beginning, we struggle with the views of our articles, and some of our employees didn't know where to look for our educational materials. That's why in every article we put emphasis on different communication channels. So we added an information at the end of the article about where our employees can find educational materials, where are our communication channels, and what we do at PepsiCo. And there is a point about unique graphics and tips, and here are those graphics and tips. So every article has had a different color. I know that malicious link and sneaking attachments look similar, but one was dark blue and another one was light blue. The green, the background of my presentation, was the color of the introduction article. Every article had a header image, so the main image with the topic of the article. And in the middle of the article, there was a graphic with some tips how you can protect yourself against different kind of phishing tactics that cyber criminals use. And as you can see, every graphic had information about using the report phish button. That was the point that was in every of the 4 articles that we published in October. So what were the results? We received very positive feedback from our employees, because when they sent the phrase that we created, these 4 words, to our Spabok, a lot of them added their opinion about the whole initiatives, and they were really thankful that thanks to this initiative, they are now more aware of the threats. They are more secure, not only at PepsiCo, but also at home, because as you know, threats are the same at work and at home. The awareness about phishing increased. We see that more and more people report real phish to our incident response team. So that means that our initiative worked. One of our goals was to increase the views, the click rates of our articles. So during the Cybersecurity Awareness Month, this click rates was the highest ever. So when we compared to the average views of our articles during Cybersecurity Awareness Month, we had 300% increase. We also saw that the number of our group on Yammer increased. It is 40% since the last year game. And because of this success, we decided to build our education around hacker Harry. So we told that he joined our team. One of our team member is responsible for managing Hacker Harry profile on Yammer. So every week we publish very interesting information for our employees. And we decided to create other initiative with Hacker Harry, because as I told you, this whole plan, this whole Cybersecurity Awareness Month game was to create a new opening for our awareness program. So at the beginning of this year, we created a newsletter with Hacker Harry Cyber Alert that we sent to employees around the world. Since Cybersecurity Awareness Month 2022, every article has the graphic with Hacker Harry and the tips about a different threat that we mentioned in the article. And here is my personal story, because 1 month ago, when I was at the office, in Warsaw office, we have screens on the wall where some important information was published. And when I came to the office, I saw the graphic with Hacker Harry on that screen. So it means that our effort really worked, and we build the recognition of Hacker Harry. Every year we prepare annual security training for our employees. So in 2024, Hacker Harry will be the guide through this course. So it will also help build his recognition and educate employees. As I mentioned, we publish now on VivaEngage post by Hacker Harry. We created a meeting for our security advocates. Those meetings call Hacker Harry incidents and threat update, and also Hacker Harry was introduced to our frontline employees. So to be honest, now Hacker Harry is everywhere at PepsiCo, and he helps us educate our employees about different threats. To summarize this presentation and some of the thoughts you can implement in your awareness program. First of all, define and look what doesn't work in your awareness program. What would you like to change? What are some problems, some challenges, and try to resolve them. Of course, those goals should be achievable. So, and I think you should do them step by step. You cannot change everything at once and, share with employees thousands of different materials and so on. During Cybersecurity Awareness Month, we concentrated on phishing simulations and articles. And then when we saw the success, we started adding other materials that I mentioned on the previous slide. I think the good idea is to create a brand or character your employees can identify with, because it helps. When I told you at the beginning about some communication challenges, so Hacker Harry allowed us to catch employees' attention, allowed us to stand out among other communication, among other initiatives, and now more and more employees know who the Hacker Harry is, and they know that every time they see Hacker Harry, it is something around communication, and those material looks interesting, and they are really helpful and help them become more secure at work and at home. And last but not least, if you want to change your awareness program, you feel that there is some problem, anytime is a good time to change it. It doesn't have to be during the Cybersecurity Awareness Month. It can be at the beginning of the year, in the middle of the year, at the end of the year. Every time you feel, I need some change, it doesn't work, our employees don't know where are those materials, start to change your awareness program. Find the way how you can do it and adjust those changes, those initiatives to what you see within your organization. And that's all I prepared for you today. If you want to share with me some of your thoughts, don't feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Here you have a QR code to my LinkedIn profile. Don't worry, it's not one of Hacker Harry trap. It's legitimate QR code. And thank you so much for your attention.